So Magic Candle 2 and Magic Candle 1. Magic Candle 1 I barely touches. I barely touched. What am I playing? Magic Candle 3. I have barely touched Magic Candle 2, and I have touched Magic Candle 1 only once. This does have mouse functionality. I've never liked the mouse because when I first played it, back in the day when I had originally gotten the box, I never played it with mouse. Now, quick background on it was I came across this game back when, before it was known as Costco in California, it was known as Price Club. Price Club used to have a whole section of a bunch of computer video games and computer software. I found this game on clearance one day, and I had just gotten a hold of a computer that could actually play things. Corey James! Thank you for the sub! It's been 18 months. Holy crap, it's a year and a half. It's really sweet. Well, thank you. I've owned the game, and I still have the original box. That's the box with the 3.5-inch floppies in it, with the map and the instructions. The instructions are still in really great condition. The game, as you can see at the bottom, was made in 1992. We add Roland MT32 to DOSBox so we can get that sweet high-quality MIDI instead of Sound Blaster 16. Does Roland better? I've never really tested it. I probably could, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. This game is an RPG, and it is surprisingly deep. We're going to start a new game just so you see how it starts out in the beginning. So it refers to your game book to select the hero profile you want to use, A through E. If you actually go into the instructions, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of how the game works. There's a chapter on the leader, and you basically are determining, first of all, if you're a guy or a girl, and what your class is. So A is the woodsman, B is the huntress, C is the warrior, D is the swordswoman, and E is the minstrel. If you pick any of the male characters, your default name according to the game is Lucas. If you pick any of the female characters, your default name is Luca. When I had first played it, I think I picked the huntress. It doesn't really matter if you pick the woodsman or the huntress. There are slight differences to the stats, but they're not big enough for me to worry about. For this case, we're going to end up picking the hunter, which is essentially... It says, the woodsman's personality profile is what one would expect of a lifelong ranger. His preferred weapon is his brom bow. His wilderness skills, tracking, hunting, stealth, swimming, are well developed. We're going to pick that one. So legends tell of a hero named Lucas. Do you want to disclose his true name? If you say yes, you can make your own name. Dilly. Take Kendall. Roland is like 1,000 times better because the hardware was like $500 back in the day. I need to check out the Roland one then. Luca, that is still a male first name, but okay. No, yeah, it can be. Yeah, but it's L-U-K-A. But anyways, the forest west of Tellermain, a strange blight has come to Oshkrun Island. The trees are dying and the plants are withering away. Queen Alicia calls Dilly to the throne room. We are worried about this blight, Dilly, says the queen. Take 3 of these brave volunteers and investigate the forest. As Dilly plans his expedition, the blight grows. Foul vapors fill the forest air. Dark shapes lurk among the trees. Alright, so you end up having to pick out of, like, the 8 volunteers. Each of the characters that are on the screen actually relates to one of the characters that you can end up picking. Sweet fart noises, you love MIDI. Fart noises, it's MIDI. Choose a companion. So, in the instructions, you can get more details on them. You don't really need the instructions to get details on the characters here. I'm going to try and go over the basics of everything, but I don't want to go in super details on every tiny little thing because it could be a pain in the ass. The instructions are about 50-odd pages. The instruction booklet itself was a joy to read for me back in the day because I really liked it because it goes into, like, explaining things as if you're in the world a little bit, just like really good instructions used to. And I liked a lot of the aspects of the game, and which is why I wanted to show you guys what it's like. Mouse is still there. You can see it in the bottom right corner, like, freaking out. But I'm not going to use it, like I said. I'll explain how I'm ended up controlling this when I get to that point. I'm trying to find the basics of the characters so I could read that real quick. Okay, so Silva is a female elf at home in the forest. Helen is a human female trained in magic and wilderness survival. Anne is a junior member of Queen Alicia's personal guard. Kark is a dwarf eager to become a hero. Vinner is a male elf with a strong attraction to magic. Bolo is an exuberant young halfling. Chad is a human male in some magical talent and no settled goals. And Josh sees a knighthood in his future. Just so you know, that's Smug Smile. That's Kark. The child at the bottom middle. No, that's Bolo. That's supposed to be Bolo. The ones that we're going to put in our party is going to be Helen, Silva, and Kark. And I've already predetermined certain things that I'll end up showing you. But you can see their character sprites in the top left corner of each of these. So this is the first page. This is an idea of what it's like. This is the first. Tilly is a Chad. I want a Chad in my party. There's a reason why I don't put Chad in. Chad doesn't go in the party because he has a glitch. Each of the characters, when they're casting a spell, gets a magical aura around them. Chad's sprite for that aura doesn't exist. So when you're casting a spell as him, he vanishes off the map. That's the reason why I don't play with him. And I don't know why his sprite has that issue. But anyways. You can see at the top of the screen, Silva, F for female, elf companion, number of hit points, energy, I'll explain later, shield, I'll explain later, in hand, ash bow, which is so that spell, fear, I'll explain the spell system, health, okay. If you had any status effects, it would say it under health. In use, currently in use is anything that you're currently using. There's things called mushrooms in this game that are super, super... You have potions, which are healing potions. You have mushrooms, which do a whole bunch of different things. That's why I need the instructions. Currently wearing leather armor, suede outfit. Here's the basic stats. These stats are a pain in the ass to level up. I think you have to get blessings from gods in order to level these up. They will not go up naturally on their own, ever, I believe, without a god. Skills will go up with use. The more you use a skill, the more likely it has a chance of going up. When it does go up a point, you get a most amazing, in-your-face, congratulations sound effect that's fantastic and makes you feel great, and you guys will hear it, and you'll go, oh my god, when you hear it. Because it's kind of a little loud. Chad's aura is him being invisible. I'll go into the skills a little bit more so when I look at them. Okay, this is the inventory. If you have more things that is on this page, you do have it on another page. These are all of your spells. So the first column, mem, is how many versions of the spell you have memorized. You can have up to, I think, 99 of any spell memorized. Time is the amount of time I believe it takes for you to learn that spell. Again, I will go into the spell system again later on. And Ene, the ENE, is the amount of energy it takes to cast the spell. That's fear is really expensive. Holy crap. Because you have a maximum of 99 energy. Energy is your resource for everything in this game. Your characters lose energy for walking. Your characters lose energy for casting spells. If you drop to an energy of 0, your character becomes exhausted and refuses to move. So you need to rest and make sure you don't have that problem. When you get a bit higher level in the game, you have a spell known as energy you can use. You just cast it and it gives the person, whoever your target is, 99 energy. Anyways, we're not picking Silva. We're going to pick Helen first. Okay, so Helen has energy 99. Every character has energy 99. Hit points total is based upon endurance. Shield is a magical shield. She has a 32 shield. I think everyone starts off with a shield of 32. When you get hit with a magical attack, the amount of damage dealt by a magical attack is first subtracted from that shield. Once that shield is gone, then it starts hitting your hit points. Okay. So we're going to add. I've determined that Helen is a brave individual. What? You have a thing in this game. Bravery and Loyalty. You can see them both on this. The braver your character is, the less likely it is that they will get scared in combat. And if they get scared in combat, they will run. If something freaks them out enough, they will run. Loyalty, if it's small enough. When the character runs from battle and actually leaves the battle, if their loyalty is low enough, they basically say, fuck you, this is too dangerous, I'm out, and they leave your party. So, bravery, I've determined Helen has a nice level of bravery, so we're going to contribute to that. Then we're going to add a point to her strength, because that's obviously melee attacks. Dexterity. We are going to make her dexterity at 6. If you have 6 or higher, you have a chance of doing more than one action during each of the character's turns. Endurance, we're keeping at 4. It just means she's going to have a low level of hit points. I don't care. Agility, I set to 5. Agility is the chance to actually physically dodge an attack, not just take damage from it. And then loyalty, I have a thing where I try to make my loyalty always 5 on these characters because I don't want them to fucking run. You can get other characters in the game. There's a lot of other people you can recruit. In the past, when I had played this, I never really recruited anyone else except for one other. And you'll see that person. Charm. So, Helen is... So here's the thing. I was trying to originally make Chad my charming character. Unfortunately, because of the glitch, I ended up having to redo my party. So Helen is going to be the charming individual. The higher you have a charm on a single character, the more likely it is you can get other characters in the game to talk to them. So if someone won't talk to any of my characters in general because it needs a high charm, Helen's going to have the chance of being able to talk to them. That's why I'm getting her charm so high up. We're going to accept her as this. Do you want to challenge Helen's name? No, we're going to keep it. Silva is the next one. She's the female elf that has magical talents. Before I do her skills, let me explain what these are. So sword is how good you are at swinging a sword. Axe is the same thing for an axe. Archery is obviously for a bow. Magic, you notice is a maximum number. Most characters can't have a 99 in magic unless they are actually the race wizard. Wizard is considered a race in this. So anyone else with a magical talent usually can go only up to 75 unless they're a wizard. Fist is unarmed attacks. I don't ever use fists unless I'm forced to for some reason. Swimming. Swimming's nice to have up, but swimming's not going to matter because we're going to put Kark on our team. Kark's a dwarf. Dwarves refuse to swim because they can't. They kind of sink to the bottom of the water like a stone, like old D&D's and like levels of stuff. So no swimming. We're not worrying about that. Trading. Whoever has the highest trading skill can buy stuff cheaper from merchants and can also sell things better. Stealth, if your character ends up running or if you end up assigning them to do something and then you tell them to meet you at a certain location when they're done, stealth is their chance to get there without being caught. Your characters, when they are left on their own, which you can do in this game, can get caught by the forces of darkness, and when they end up getting caught, you have to go and rescue them. The higher their stealth, the less chance they have for getting caught. Researching, there's going to be times where we're going to have to go into a library and we're going to have to research stuff. If you don't have a high enough researching skill, you're not going to be able to research. Soul reading is the ability, I believe, to be able to look into... It's essentially looking at a monster when you go into combat and determining whether or not they're likely to want to attack you or not. Lockpicking, it's standard. Tracking, I think, allows you to be less likely to be ambushed and allows you to see enemies the further away, the better you're tracking them. Musical, I've never really used. There is apparently a magic system within using instruments and knowing songs. I don't know what it is because I've never done it. These skills. Carpenter. The more you have in a carpentry skill, the better that someone can end up making your camping. You can end up like recovering in camp without needing a bunch of blankets on everyone because you can make makeshift shelters. On top of that, it's a money-making skill. You'll see that in a bit. Metalsmithing allows you to fix weapons within combat. Your weapons have a WT next to them. That's wear and tear, not weight. The higher that is, the more likely it is your weapon's going to break. You need the metalsmith to fix weapons during camping in order to actually stop the weapons from becoming a mess. Gem cutters, the higher your gem cutting skill, the more money you can sell gems for. Tailor, the higher your tailoring skill, the more likely your charm is going to get a boost in talking to people because your clothes are better kept up. Tailor, gem cutter, metalsmith, and carpenter are also money-making skills. Hunter, when you are out camping, you can actually send people out to hunt for food to increase your food. Food is a thing in this. You need food on all your characters. Leadership has something else. I think you can talk to people in combat before combat begins and get them all amped up for the combat and give a small bonus. I don't really use it all that much. Anyways, we are going to go in and we are going to add 1 to her bravery. Strength, we're going to make her 4 so she's not super weak. Dexterity, I figure she's the elf. We'll make her super dexterous. I don't know. I just wanted to put it. I feel like it's pointless to waste these points. Agility. Actually, you know what? Let me show you. So you get points to allocate. You normally get 10. I've already used 4. Okay. You get 6 or you get 18. So for every point that you get for the other stats, you can get 3 points in here. these will level up with use and from training in the game. These stats don't, which is why I tend to spend the points in here. So 6, 4, 7, 4. Let's see. Agility, we're going to add 7. Loyalty at 2 just means this bitch is going to run. So we're not doing that. So we're upping her to 5. Charm is already at 5. We leave her at that. And then we're going to add 1 to resistance. Resistance, I believe, has how likely spells are to affect you. And we're just going to accept her as she is. Do you want to change Silva's name? No. And then we're going to take Kark. We're going to say Kark. Continue here. Okay, Kark was a pain for me to do initially. I have a note off to the side on what I put their stats at. There's a reason for it, because I'm going to show you the very basic beginning, and then I'm going to load the game that I was doing, because it puts us into the meat of the game. Dexterity, 5. He's a dwarf, so he's not very dexterous, I figure. Endurance. What did I have him at? 6? He's at 6. Agility, I upped him to 5 just to make sure he wasn't super slow and plotting. Loyalty, minimum of always 5. Charm, I didn't care. Intelligence, I didn't care. And I figure he's a dwarf. He should have a lot of resistance. So give him resistance. There we go. Accept him. Do you want to change Clark's name? No. Dilly and his companions venture into the thorny forest. Okay. So here's all of your skills. If you type the beginning letter of anything that's over there on the side, use notes, talk past. So notes is literally, you can actually look at notes and you can actually add into notes. It's a lot of details to it. But every time you save your game and close it out, it doesn't remember your notes. So there's a way to print them onto a text file. I don't bother with it. I just put notes on the side. Speaking of which, let me open mine to make my life easier. All right. You feel it. You can't swim either. From Kark. So if you hit 0, that's how you can go into inventories and status screens, and each of the characters corresponds to one of the letter buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can have 6 people in your party. So if I do 2, 3, 4, I can switch between them. And you can do continue, transfer, distribute, search, pool, inventory, magic, and that's fine. Notes, talk, pass. You can go through the arrow keys to go through this, or you can just type the beginning letter of anything. But first thing what I'm going to do is, you have to draw your weapons. Currently, I'm equipped with the Brombow. I'm going to equip Brennix. Brennix is a magical sword that your character recovered in Magic Candle 1. Since then, anytime you play the game, your character will always start with a magic sword Brennix. Helen, I'm going to keep with a bow. Silva, I'm going to keep with a bow. You can see what they're carrying in their hands. And then Kark is already equipped with his axe. And the other thing I'm going to do is change the formation to 1, 2. You type in, you can see in the above the character names, little box. Hit enter, and we'll do 3, 4. And that changes the layout of the characters. When the characters walk into something, they will shift. Sometimes they have little problems moving, but usually movement's better. Magic Candle 1 and 2, the characters would not shift on their own like... I'm trying to show you. They wouldn't shift on their own like this, how they're moving around stuff, and you'd have to reform the party just to walk through things. I never really played 1 or 2, as I mentioned, but it was one of the additions that they added to this one. So, ambush. From out of nowhere, an orc joins the fight. Oh, goody, blightworms. So we all automatically have... Let me see what we have. We have a Nift and a Gonshi active, with the exception of Kark, who has a Loof and a Merchant, a Nift, and a Gonshi. Again, this is why I kept my instruction booklet close by, and why I needed to, relearn these, because I don't remember them all. A Nift. These are mushrooms. Mushrooms have magical effects, at least these particular mushrooms do in the game. So having the instructions on hand is good, because until you get used to them, they're a pain. So eating a Gonshi mushroom before or during combat will give a party member a burst of magical dexterity. When the next member acts, he or she will be able to accomplish 3 moves in 1 combat turn. So each of my characters has at least 3 moves, if not more, based on the dexterity. Nift is when a party member rubs the leaves of the Nift plant on the back of his or her neck, his or her flesh will be magically toughened against physical attacks. The next 3 physical blows from the enemy, no matter how mighty, will do no harm. Unfortunately, Nifts give no protection against magical attacks. So the plus side with the Nift is the first 3 attacks any of my characters get hit with will not do any damage. So the Mergit, rubbing the leaves of the Mergit plant on a party member's arm magically increases his or her strength for the next swing of a sword or a max. Basically does maximum damage. What's the other one? Lufin. When a party member's next attack must succeed. It's an automatic hit when you use Lufin. So there's other ones. There's a Turpin, there's Loka, and there's Medicine. So Turpins, I believe, are for mages. They may maximize the amount of damage that's used for a mage. There's also another one called Sermon. You use a Sermon mushroom to restore your energy. Loka packets will cure poison, and Medicine will cure illness. So anyways, using the numpad to move around. Move, attack, mark the target. There's your the over-the-top sound effect that I mentioned. If you're next to a target, you cannot use your bow, so you need to step away. Blightworm damage 7. So what you see, that A means it has an armor of some sort to the Blightworm, so it's -5 to the damage. So she's dealing only like 2 damage, I want to say, or she's dealing 7 and -5 from the overall. Hold on. So it's at 26. No, she's dealing 7, but it has an armor of 5. So she's probably actually dealing like 12. And we're just sucking because of this. See, and the more you just use certain skills, the better they get with them. We'll just use an attack here. Why is he all the way over there? Gars, I mean. So, orcs are not bad in this universe. In the Magic Candle world, orcs are... I'm just using attacks with the arrows. That's why you get this cool little sound effect that goes with it. Victory! Would you like to search for valuables? Yes. Who's going to search? I think this comes into play more so later on, but I haven't gotten to the point where I remember it yet. Dilly searches a Blightworm and finds nothing. Dilly searches a Blightworm and finds 9 coins. Finds nothing. Finds 6 coins. How does it have coins? Dilly, I'm glad to meet you and doubly glad to help you defeat these monsters of the Blight. Your fame has spread far to the south, and I have come to ask your help. First, permit me to introduce myself. I am Garzbondgur, Crown Prince of Cabello. Our land has been sorely smitten by this accursed blight. Your bravery and ingenuity are well known, and I have come to seek your aid. My father all but forbade me to make this journey. He feels that the folk of the Solian lands can deal with their own problems, and he has little trust in the northern folk, be they minions of darkness or children of the light. I'll go into the children of the light in a bit, because it's kind of ridiculous overall in hindsight of everything. But I offer you a hand of friendship and a will to cooperate. Together we can defeat this peril. So Garz joins your party, and from what I remember reading once upon a time a long time ago, you need Garz to always be alive and to remain in your party, otherwise the game is not able to be completed. Because the orcs in the Orc City will not talk to you properly unless Garz is addressing them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Reorganize it. So we're going to quit. We're going to save a beginning. It's fine. So when you hit quit, you can save. Restart is load. I don't know why it's called a restart. Save, you have A through I, and you can type in whatever you want. My actual save game is on H, and we'll end up going into that. So we're going to go. I know how to get out of here. So the blight is basically just infecting everything. This is a great scream. I love that thing. The blight is infecting everything, and the longer you take at doing your quest, the worse it gets, and it does spread around the world. And there's a graphic on the map. Okay, attack. Damage 54. That's how much damage fucking Brennix does. Draw. So if you want to switch weapons, you have to say draw. And you got to go scimitar. Conversely, oh my god, that's screaming out. Conversely, when you go into town, no one will talk to you if you're carrying your weapons. So there is a sheath command. Such a wonderful noise. I loved that noise back in the day because I didn't really have a computer that could do this kind of stuff, or at least I thought I did, until I started playing this game. And at this time, I think I had installed a sound card in my computer, and I was like super enamored with the sounds. I thought they were fantastic. I mean, they're so simple, but that bling to tell you that you just leveled up your skill. Fucking kill it. Oh my god. He whiffed! You not whiffed? Thank you. Can you hit this one? 20 damage. It has 70 left. Here, hit that with your bow. It's got no armor. This Blight Mold has so much, like, life. Kark at least does a decent amount of damage. Garz is just stuck over here doing nothing. Poisoned and ill because you got the blight, because you got hit by the blight monsters. Victory, would you like to search for valuables? Yes. Nothing. 7 coins. Nothing. 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 I remember using... Okay, so use... Loka removes poison. Is this an order for everyone? If you say yes, everyone will take a Loka, whether they need it or not. No. So just use it for them. Helen, go to use. Loka. You order for everyone? No. And then go back to Dilly and say, use medicine you need. Is this an order for everyone? No. And then you need to go into inventory, transfer to Helen, because Helen doesn't have one, a medicine. And then you go back to Helen, you say, use medicine. No, not an order for everyone. Okay, now we're fine. You remember this series? So great for its time. Yeah, I've never played the other two, but they're fantastic. Especially with the level of depth that goes into the game. I know not to go that way. And I'm trying to just showcase, like, what the game is like. And so this is the Overworld map. You can use your map, I believe, and to see the basics of where you are. It gives you very basic outlines. You are the little crosshair, obviously. Yes, you're that old. Still have the first one. I ran across the third one in a store a long time ago when I was younger. I am old enough that I was probably around when the first one came out. When did the first Magic Candle come out? I've seen the graphics on it, and you can play that one online too. So again, Magic Candle 1, 2, and 3 are all considered abandonware. And if you really, really, really want to try them, you can get them online relatively quick. 1988. I was definitely around. I was not interested in computer games at that time for me to have even taken a look at it. This is a series you just store seeing remade. So there's little points to this one. And I mentioned it earlier that I was going to mention about it. So all the characters talk about being Children of the Light. Children of the Light is basically all the quote-unquote good races. The Children of the Light are currently with their king, Rebnard, on an expedition to another continent in this game called Gertex. What they are doing is conquering the continent and destroying everyone and taking control of it for the quote-unquote Children of Light. Because the Children of Darkness are evil and need to be culled. It does not sound good in hindsight, but for basic old style RPGs, it worked perfectly fine. But when you look at it nowadays, it sounds horrible. I'm going to show you something that I've done every time I've played this, and I did it on accident the first time. So I have these notes on the side that I keep track of everything, because these towns are massive. So you can type look, or L for look. I don't like using the mouse again. How very European of them. The The rights issues are the problem. You should know you're one of those who've been trying to get the rights to the series off and on for at least 20 years. Yeah, no, I'm very much aware that they kind of like have been a pain, and as a result, it's fallen into abandonware status. The nice thing is that it's easy to get a hold of online, because I mean, there was no way for me to load up the game on a 3.5-inch floppy, which is the only copies I have. But I was able to get the game itself from, I think, abandonia.com online. But I'm using all my old physical copies for the game for like the instructions of the map and everything. It did a lot of amazing things for its time. So you basically take the target after you look, and you just click, sees a signpost, Tellermain. You can see the town name at the top as well, and it also tells you your X and Y coordinates. Kind of important. So I have an entire thing of notes on the side, because I had gone into the town and figured out where everything is. Did a lot of, yeah. You tried to get the rights for yourself. Yeah, I am kind of like getting I get wanting to get involved in the remake. I can only imagine the level of difficulty would be going to getting the rights. At this point in this day and age, if the game was re-released, it would really, really have to go through some overhauls. I don't know what... The second game and the first game with the formations of the party and how they moved was difficult. The second game, the movement, every time you moved your character, was a pain in the ass. Because it made a thud sound every time you hit the movement key, and it went thud, 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 and it's really annoying. I'm glad they got rid of it in the third one. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're looking for the Eastern Seabreeze Tavern, which is X103 and Y29. So we gotta go up. Now, the cool thing that I noticed when I was playing the second one a little bit is the town layout for Tellermain, because Tellermain's the town that you always start in. At least from what I've seen from Magic Candle 2 and 3. The town layout's the same. Like, the supply shop is still right next door to the tavern. This is the supply shop right here. The tavern is still run by the same tavern maid, Misha, that was in the second game, and I would be surprised if Misha wasn't there in the first game. And Misha's father ran it with her in the second game. I don't know if he's around in this one. Characters will appear in different locations depending on the time. At the moment, what you can see at the top is it's October 24th at 4:20, and it says it's clear. Weather matters because what you're wearing makes a difference. So, like, my character's wearing leather armor. It's not the leather armor for that. It's the suede outfit. Helen's wearing a cotton robe. Silva is wearing a suede outfit. Kark is wearing a wool outfit. And Garz is wearing a silk robe. I believe... So when you go into colder environments, you need to be wearing furs. When you're in the desert, you're going to want to be wearing silk. And I think there's an elvish type of clothing you can eventually get that covers all weather. I want to say it's elvish. I don't remember. But you need to change out your clothes depending upon the weather. Otherwise, what happens is you spend more energy while moving in the map, and you don't recover your energy with camping. People at times when they be out wouldn't talk to you unless you had a certain charisma score. Yes! The charm score. You're one of at least 5 who's been trying for it. Cool! You think you've been the only one trying for the longest? I mean... I would love to see them remade. It's one of my fondest memories. So, and I only ran across it, but I like really good RPGs, and this one has a good amount of depth in it. I never finished this one. I think I either didn't do things properly or I had encountered a bug. And I think when I looked up online, I had encountered a bug that caused the game to be soft locked for me. Because the candle wasn't where it was supposed to be. So you hit talk, and you can choose who to talk to. So I can talk to... sheath weapon. Sheath. Is this in order for everyone? Yes. And everyone put their weapons away. Talk. Misha says, "Greetings, Dilly. It's good to see you again," because she knows you from the other games. So if you say greet, you can stop talking to her and talk to anyone else. You don't need to be standing next to a character. You just need them within range. Offer is to give her something. Invite is to invite someone to your party. Dismiss is to dismiss someone from your party. Assign is... We'll see assign in a bit. Buying and selling is if they have something to buy or sell. Misha doesn't have anything to buy or sell, but you could talk to her and ask her for advice. Visit with Baltazar before you leave Oshkrun. He seems to know many things about the southern lands. Baltazar is in red, which means he automatically pops up here. In the previous games, you used to have to just figure out the words that were important and type them in an other. I like this little method, but at the same time, things are... Ooh. Yummy. Toasted bread. Thank you.
I'm a good husband?
Yes, you're always a good husband. What's wrong with you? Are you wanting to stream Christmas Day while I do other stuff downstairs? Okay.
Only a little bit, though, because I want to spend a lot of time with you.
Okay. He'll stream a little bit. You think it's one of the very first RPGs where what you did in the previous one carried over to the next? Kind of. I mean, Ultima kind of sits within the same level in that respect, but not as much as this one does. I would say it does. This one, the Magic Candle series, at least from what little I've seen, does it a lot better than Ultima. As much as I like Ultima, the Ultima games, like, characters would remember you, but things carried over. And I think, couldn't you, like, I don't remember if you could ever import your saves in this one. Is it streaming on Christmas Day? Yeah, probably in the mornings for a little bit. So anyhow, we talk about Balthazar. He is a mysterious old man, hardly ever leaves his home. You'll find his house to the south of the park. This is an important thing because there are characters in the towns that will not leave their homes. And in order to get to talk to them, you need to find out where their house is, figure out which one their house is, knock on the door, and when you knock on the door, they'll sit there and say, who is it? Who are you looking for? And you will have to type their name in accurately. And if it is them, they'll say, that's me, come on in, and then they'll let you inside. So he's to the south of the park. I know where he's located because I found him previously and I have it in my notes. I don't remember what he talks about, because I don't think I had a character with a high enough charm. We do now, so we'll check it out. So we'll end talking and we'll greet him. This is the one thing I told Isaac I wanted him to see in this game. Anyways, Raleigh says, greetings, Dilly. It's good to see you again. Talk, advice. Allow me to join your team. You will not be disappointed. Invite. Raleigh Dubois, 43 hit points. He's wearing chainmail, has an ash bow. Ooh, bravery 7, strength 6, dexterity 6, endurance 5, agility 6, loyalty 4, charm 5, intelligence 6, resistance 6. His magic's 20. Look at how good his stats are and everything. And oh my goodness, he's got carpentry skills. And hunters and leaderships. Okay. So we're going to say accept. We like Raleigh. We're going to go, okay, we're going to say camp, and you see how everyone sits there and sits down? We're going to say off, and he's going to be all like, wow, that's great. What are you doing? Oh, take off your chainmail. Oh, you can keep your clothes, though. Here, just do this, and we'll say transfer. Say, send it to Dilly, and we'll say, send your coins. How many? 125. And then we'll say transfer to Dilly. Say, give him your scimitar. He'll be like, okay, I guess you can have my sword. Transfer your ash bow. He'll be like, okay, I guess the ash bow. Send to Dilly. Oh, the chainmail. He's like, oh, well, I kind of needed that for protection, but sure. Yeah, totally. I'll say, all your food is so great. How many? 6. Yeah, you should give 6 food. And then transfer to Dilly. Your ganshi mushrooms. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And transfer to Dilly. Your arrows. So, actually, you know what? Transfer to Helen. Your arrows. Give all 30. And he'll be all like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. And then we'll be all like, okay, let's go, guys. This is great. So... and then we're going to sit there and be all like, oh, it's 69 and 61. Here, let's go this way. Guys, woo! We're like going. It's going. Da-da-da, we're going here. Da-da-da-da. And he's all like, wow, we're going to do some good things. And I'm going to talk to this guy. And he's going to be all like, he's a carpenter. And he says, greetings, sir. I have much work to do. And I hope you can recommend someone with good carpenter skills. And Raleigh is going to be all like, hey, I know some carpentry. And he's going to be all like, greetings, sir. I have much work to do, and I can use some help. I will pay you 15 coins a day. Would you like to work for me? And we'll say, yeah. And he'll be all like, oh, wow. He's all like, great. You can start right now. You may pass the time here or leave him on an assignment. And then we're going to go to Dilly, and we're going to say, hey, Raleigh. And he's going to be like, yes, Dilly, I'm really looking forward to this adventure. We're going to say, assign. And he's going to be all like, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. We're going to invite him back. We're going to accept him because I forgot this part. We're going to go in here. We're going to transfer, and we're going to give him, because we need to keep tabs on him, because this little boy, like, he has a tendency to, like, if you don't keep tabs on him, to just do his own shit. So we're giving him what's known as a mind stone. As long as you carry 1 mind stone, I will show you what it ends up doing. We gave him a Mind Stone, and then we're going to sit there and we're going to say, hey, Raleigh, he's going to be all like, let's talk to the carpenter again. And he's like, what? He has work. Would you like to work? Yes. Okay. Wow. That's great. And Dilly's going to say, hey, he's going to be all like, yes. And Raleigh's, I'm going to say a sign. He's going to say, good luck, Dilly. I'll be seeing you. Yeah. Work till the end of your days making me money. So what you do is you say use, and you say Mind Stone. And you communicate with, and it will show you a list of everyone who you've given a Mind Stone to. Raleigh. He's working as a carpenter at Tellermain. Currently, he's made no money for us, and that's where his location is. What will he do? Continue working. Oh, Caroline, I'm sorry for your broken ankle. But that's exactly what we ended up doing. Now this amazing person who is part of this group is no longer part of the group. Shit. Everyone's asleep. So I said camp and I said everyone's asleep. Not necessarily a good thing, but I know for a fact that this island is pretty much safe. Otherwise, what you want to do is you want to put one character on watch. What you do is you sit there and you say sleep, and it will say, is everyone going to sleep? You say yes, everyone's assigned to sleep. Then you can sit there and do different things while you're camping. You can have one person stay on watch to make sure you don't get ambushed. You can have someone learn. Learn means you need to have a spell book in your inventory and you can learn spells, and you spend time staying awake, adding spells to your memorized spell lists. Fix means you're going to work on repairing weapons. Hunt means you're going to go out, and can only be done while you're camping in the wilderness, and it's go out and hunt for more food. Put means to put on armor or clothing or even weapons. Off means to take off armor, clothing, weapons. And you just say begin. You broke your ankle Friday sliding down the ice crappy wood steps of your apartment in 2 places. Boo! Stop. So you notice everyone's only regaining 50. It's because I was stupid and I forgot to get people blankets. We will deal with that. So I went into the Castle Oshkrun. When you go into Castle Oshkrun, you can talk to different people and you can actually invite them to your party. There's mercenaries. Mercenaries will not give you stuff out of their inventory, and you are required to make sure to give them money. If you don't give them money from while you're fighting and stuff and giving them a portion of things, they will up and leave. And they will ignore you. Talk. Rimfish Chick says, greetings, Dilly. It's good to see you again. Rimfish Chick is mentioned in the instructions. Rimfish Chick is a wizard who has written his own spell book, and there are only a certain number of spell books in the world. And I believe he wrote... What did he write? No, it wasn't Ishban. I'm looking it up to see which one he wrote. Thelmus. He wrote the book Thelmus. Thelmus contains the spells Acid Ball, Forget, Courage, Sense, and Rest Soul and Soul Speak. Rest Soul is fucking imperative. If you kill the undead in this game, they do not just die. They fall to the ground and they will get back up with more health again if you do not first cast Rest Soul on them. So Rest Soul is very, very important. Anyways, you can talk to Rimfish Chick and advice. We go back a long way, Dilly. I don't have to tell you how important it is to have a wizard of my standing in your party. We are going to invite Rimfish Chick into the party. His shortened name is Fizz. And he has a loyalty of 11, a bravery of 5, intelligence 8, magic 45 out of 99. He is a full-on wizard companion. I've never gotten rid of him. He also comes with 720 gold. Done! Okay, we're going to go in here. We're going to say pool. So pool says, take all the characters who are willing to give something and hand it over to whoever is selected. Main character select. Give me all your money. And so if we go into inventory, we have a total amount of 1,933 gold. Okay. That's a new book. It wasn't in the first Magic Candle game. It happened in the second Magic Candle game. Apparently, according to the story that's in the instructions in Magic Candle 2, Fizz, after he was let go and forcibly retired from service because he was becoming a little old and forgetful in his age, the king sort of sent him off, and he just sort of reappeared back on the shore of Oshkrun Island one day holding a book under his arm, and he basically just marched into the castle and sat there and said, "Look what I made," and held up the book of Thelmus. He researched his own spells and made his own spells. So Fizz literally comes with, if you actually look at his inventory, Thelmus is right there at the very bottom. That's the spell book. Now, I know for a fact you can get another spell book. On this island, it costs 1,600 gold. We're not going to have that much, unfortunately. We're going to change up formation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Don't necessarily like this particular formation setup, but it's fine. So what we're looking for is... I'm trying to remember where it is. Oh, you know what? Let's find the blankets. Which is... I'm looking at my notes. It's Torillo's Supply Shop. 8932. It's right here. So, greetings, Dilly. It's good to see you again. Let's buy blankets. We're going to buy 5 blankets. No, we're not. We're buying 4 blankets. 560 coins will you pay? Yes. You want the blankets. Old man asserts his dominance with a book. Yeah, guess you can see through the book of them. Garz will not give you your money, at least not yet. I don't know if he ever gets to, I don't remember if he ever gets to the point where he'll give you stuff out of his inventory. So you kind of need to make sure he buys his own stuff. So Garz will buy a blanket. How many will you buy? 1. Will you pay? Yes. End. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go in and you say, Dilly, transfer to Helen. Blanket. Give her 4 because it's easier for her to transfer them. So we'll go to Helen and we will say transfer to Silva a blanket, 1. Transfer to Kark. If you type in B, it goes to the first thing with B. Blanket, give him 1. Transfer to Fizz a blanket, give him 1. So now when we rest in the wilderness, instead of stopping at 50, we will get a full... we'll be able to get everyone up to 99. There are places in the world, such as a Wizard's Lodge, that's one thing. If you don't have a spell book, you can send any character that can cast spells. Actually, you can only send wizards to a Wizard's Lodge. They will not accept anyone else. At a Wizard's Lodge, they can stay there for X number of days. You can tell them to stay there for any number of days to study their spells, and you can assign them to stay there, similar as to what we did to Raleigh, where we told him to go away. Let me show you the Wizard's Lodge. And they will study spells there. If you give money to rent a spell book, you can pull in a spell book and you can have a wizard rent said spell book to learn spells from it. You can assign them to stay there a certain number of days, after which they will sit there and say, once I'm done after a certain number of days, if you don't come and meet me, where should I meet you? And they usually always pick a stronghold. I will show you what a stronghold is. Because we need to camp outside before we try and find Baltazar. Because everyone's energy is so freaking low. So camp, sleep, everyone. Go, begin. Music made me a sandwich. And I have a bite. It's a very simple sandwich, but it's delicious. Okay, it's 3. I'll show you a stronghold. That's an enemy. Oh, good. Fizz is hungry. That's what that HU means. Okay. When you enter combat, depending on how good you have someone at soul speaking, it'll tell you if you understand anything about the monsters. It says they appear to be hostile. You can look at them to see what they are. God damn it. That's a scarab. Scarabs have disgustingly high armor. That's a spider. You can move your characters around willy-nilly to set them up for combat. And you can say draw. Brennix, your sword. Go to Helen, draw her ash bow, and we'll send her back. We'll have Silva draw her ash bow. And the 9 next to it is how much wear and tear it has. So it's at 9. 99 is the point, I think, at where it breaks. I might be wrong. No, just Ashbow, you're fine. Kark, draw your battle axe. Get to the front. Gars, draw your scimitar. And then Fizz doesn't have any weapon. In order to cast a spell, you use the magic command, but you must first recall a spell to your memory. Recall. So Fireball, if he casts any of Fireball, Teleport, Heal, Energy, Water Walk, any of these ones, he's not going to be able to get it back easily. Acid Ball, he has the spell book for, so we're going to have him remember Acid Ball. And we're just going to say begin. I'm going to let the Scarabs come to me, so I'm just going to... Actually, you know what? Draw. Brombo. That used up an entire turn. Why did I do that? Attack. Attack the spider. I know for a fact the spiders are, like, have less armor. Like, if we shoot arrows at the Scarabs, we're not going to deal damage to them. Their armor's too strong. Because the Ashbow is doing 12 damage each. Pass. Let the Scarabs come to us. Okay. So we're going to use magic because he's recalled. You see his little, like, cool little graphic as it goes around him? It's freaking amazing. Rim was old even in that game. Oh, you mean... Oh, Rim Fizz trick? Fizz. Fizz! His name is Fizz! He was considered old. We're just going to cast on them. 21 damage. They don't have a magical shield, so it's just straight up 21 damage. But if you notice... It also eats into his energy. He currently has 58, and we're going to cast it again. Apparently, okay, it's dropping it by 9 energy to cast that one. Draw, Renix. I regret doing that. Attack, Scarab. Yeah, we hit it. Attack. When you deal enough damage to an enemy, they will try and run away. So I just killed that spider. Just trying to run. Archery skill. Hit that one. Silva's archery goes up. Yes. And then Kark, kill it. Yes. So when I was trying to play with Chad in the party, I did get to a point where just cast it again. I got to a point where I went into this combat because this combat's always here, I've noticed. We got murdered pretty badly. The Scarabs, like, completely took down our party because the party I had built apparently was not doing very well. Like, Kark is ridiculously strong, but his battle axe is really strong as well. Who's gonna search? So different weapons apparently have different strengths. It looks like the short sword is the weakest sword. Fucking hell. Fizz is hungry. Use. So they stop automatically eating food when they have 5. So you have to tell them to eat. So this building is for teleportation. You need you need enchanted bones in order to use it. I think you need to have visited other teleporters. I don't remember. It's been too long. So we just end up leaving. This is a stronghold. The cool thing about a stronghold is it has a bed for every party member. So if you say camp, they all get to sit on a bed. And then if you say... And I love the graphics, this little graphical display. Because if you say sleep, everyone will get into bed. And then if you say Fizz, I don't want you sleeping. I want you to learn a spell book. Oh, he's too tired. Oh, then. I mean, you could hand his spell book to someone else. But if you told them to do something else, like here, watch... No need to stand watch here. No, never mind. They basically, if you tell them to do things like fix weapons, they sit up in their bed. So, like, Kark, I'd want to have fix weapons because he's better at fixing weapons. I don't remember if he needs the weapon in his inventory or not. He probably does. Sleep. Tell her to go to sleep again. And then begin. Kark can't continue the current activity. Everyone sleep. Oh, that's right. The hungry people won't... Okay, food. Eat hungry. Is this an order for everyone? No. And then for Kark, use... Food. Is this an order for everyone? No. Everyone sleep. Go. Why does work have to involve meetings? Because meetings. I hate useless meetings. So, sleep. Oh my god. I want to see what Baltazar says. So, Baltazar's house, I found it before. It's at X16Y82. It's right here. And Fizz is hungry again. Use food. No, it's not an order for everyone. Door is locked. You can attempt to pick it, you can attempt to break it. We're gonna knock. A voice from within asks, whom do you seek? And you have to say, Baltazar. That's me. Would you like to come in? Yes. Alright. To show you why. Having Dilly talk to him. Oh, we have to sheathe our weapons. Talk. Old man says, well met, adventurer. My name is Baltazar. Talk, advice. You folks all seem so much smarter than poor old me. I don't really think I can be of help to you. Good day. 8 charm is needed. So we'll say end. End. We will switch to beautiful Helen, and Helen will lean over with her sultry voice and whisper delicately in his ear. Hello. Bye, Terabeth. You literally have meetings about future meetings sometimes. I hate that. Meetings about meetings are not productive. He was really good at marching in formation. So we talk and we say advice. Well, here is something perhaps you may not know. Wizards of the Solian lands down south are of the female gender. All of them. Huh. Wizards, seek the twins in Solahub. They may be able to assist you. One is named Devixa. She is a very capable wizard and knows the Solian lands well. If she joins you, she may be of great help. Her sister's names I do not recall. Oh. Okay, so I'm just going to say seek Avixa. I know that Avixa is a character you can get in your party. I don't know anything about her. I don't remember if I ever found her before. So if you've already found out the information, you don't necessarily need to pick it up again. You weren't ready for that ASMR. Nobody's out of step. Yeah. You have to have a meeting about the meeting that you're going to have about the upcoming meeting is true. So, anyways. Normally, if I buy food, I go to the little village up north, Ketrop, because it costs 10 gold less for food than it would if you're in the town here. This town, if you go through it, you can say use and show your map. This is only one section of it, and that's a building we're in front of. You can see part of the park and everything. This town has an Academy of Jeruvian Music, which will teach you music, an Academy of Magic, which will up your magic if you pay money. So you can keep your characters at trainers for a certain number of days, and then they can go to a stronghold if you don't pick them up, and they can up their skills for a set amount of money. There's an armor shop, there's the Black Rooster Tavern, there's a carpenter, there's a clothing store, there's an Eastern Breeze Tavern, which you've seen. We have a Fandor's weapons store, fine gems and jewels, Madame Shishika's herbs and potions, there's a Magic User's Lodge, Metalsmith, the Parkview Guest House, which is essentially an inn that you stay at. Rabonkar's Scholarly Services, which I don't know anything about. It just has a sign outside saying that he has gone to the Deruvia and will be back until a later date. I think you can find him later. There's an academy will teach you more stealth. There's a Telemaine Gemworks, which will, I believe you can end up, I don't remember if you sell gems to them or you can work with them. Telemaine Library, where you can end up researching, or we're supposed to research something called Cabello. Let's go there real quick. 7744. I think this is the library here. This is it. So our highest researcher is probably Fizz. Yeah, he's got researching 30. So Fizz needs to be the one to talk to him. Talk. Librarian says, what is your subject of interest, sir? Cabello. Librarian says, an interesting subject indeed. Do you want to research it, sir? Yes. And then it takes time. Fizz completes his research and reads from a dusty old volume. Cabello is the northernmost and one of the largest of the Solian lands. It is known for its forest products, particularly its fine hardwoods. Cabello's inhabitants are orcs, the ancestral stock of the debased creatures who serve the forces of darkness in our northern lands. Forces of darkness. Man, the voice actor of this game is great. You had no idea a game this old to be fully voiced. God damn it. Unlike their northern kin, the orcs of Cabello are very civilized with a high moral sense. Oh, that is right. There is lesser civilized orcs that will just attack you. The capital is Urkabel, an ancient city that was once one of the three co-capitals of the Solian Empire with Tasser and Archos. Wow. That was great. Talk to him. Scholar. I'm sure that the information here about the Solian lands is out of date. I've been looking for clues to the Blight, Dilly. I'm sorry to say I haven't found a thing. So the one time that I had played this back in the past, I ended up taking my sweet time doing everything. The Blight spread over the entire world, and I was still trying to solve the problem. Because apparently you're supposed to light the magic candle to do something about the Blight. I don't know what, but apparently the magic candle just solves everything. I think in the first game you use the magic candle to seal away an evil archdemon, and in the second game, that demon, I want to say his name was Gartax or something like that, or Driax or something. In the first game, you seal away an evil archdemon. In the second game, you basically seal away his lieutenant, who they are afraid may be actually stronger. And from what I've seen of the end game of that one, you have to gather all the ingredients and all the magical words and chant everything in order, all the magical spells, just to first awaken the candle, then summon the actual jail cell to keep Driax or whatever. And then you have to actually imprison him within the candle, and you actually go through and you see all of this stuff happening. I have no idea how far it gets into that one. First game, you kept Driax from escaping. Okay. Yeah, so there's a great archdemon that's captured in the candle. In the second game, you basically use the candle to capture another archdemon. And in the third game, this is great blight that's just spreading over the world, and you're supposed to light the candle to remove the blight and whatever is possibly causing it. I have no idea what's causing it. Anyways, we're going to do a quit and we're going to do a restart. Reason being, so initially I took a boat from where I was and I just went south. And that's where I am now. The town that's next to us is Oshkrun. And it's still too late at night for us to do anything. And there's a brick building here. Other than what you saw, I have, like, nothing going on. Second was supposed to be your search for the 4 and 40 wizards who kept him imprisoned but had disappeared. I thought the second one was for... I know the second one is called the 4 and 40, but I thought you were also imprisoning another demon. Anyways. We're going to camp. Sleep. Everyone's going to sleep, with the exception of Helen, who's going to hunt. Kark, who's going to fix. Gars, who's going to fix. Begin. Helen's hunter skill went up. Stop. Fizz is going to learn. He's going to learn more of... I don't remember what sense is for. Let me see what sense does. This is why I get this. This is why you need the instructions. Detects ambushes before they happen. Caster will become aware of the general direction of the nearest ambush waiting within the spell's range. Depends on the caster's magic skill. If you decide to proceed into the area of the sensed ambush, the enemies will lose their advantage of surprise. Oh. That's okay. Courage is counterspell to fear. Just learn more Acid And then Dilly's going to fix. Go. gonna end. Okay. So, this is the Orc City, Oshkron. Or, Urkabel, I'm sorry. Second was supposed to be a search for the 4 and 40 wizards who kept Driax in prison, but it led to... Oh, okay. It led to imprisoning the other demon. But the event of the first magic candle was that the candle had started to melt because the 44 wizards who kept it at full height and flame vanished and it was melting. Oh! That's kind of really cool. So, I do have some stuff to keep track of what I have going on here. I have 1,300 coins. I'm really trying to hold out for 1,600 or more because I really want that other spell book that's back at Oshkron. Spell books are invaluable in this. But Gar's found us for a reason. So we need to go to the palace because he's the prince. And basically we need to talk to his dad, I think it is. I remember the big thing about the orcs, the civilized orcs, was instead of having taverns, they have tea houses. Which was always weird to me at first when I was younger, but in hindsight, it gives them a nice little flavor to the race. I don't know where we're going. I'm trying to find the... Wait, what is that? Stairs? It's a staircase. Can I use it? Oh, yeah, I can. Ow. Okay. That sound of you can't move that way. All this magic in the candle, they couldn't fit an ever-burning torch enchantment in there. Those poor 4 and 40 wizards. That was before D&D without that good Elder Jail free card. Doesn't mean D&D's continual flame would make any sense, but... There we go. Gars, talk. Everyone, fucking sheathe your weapons. I don't know who this is. The Lord says, well met, adventurer. My name is Panpelris. Talk. Advice. Diplomatic relations between the orcs and the goblins are strained, Gars. I could see no solution to the impasse of the Cabello Scepter and the Solahub Charter unless a member of our royal family is directly involved. This is why you need to keep Gars alive. There's shit that he needs to do that only he can do. Wizards. Lavinha, our wizard, has a spell book for sale. Oh. I understand that wizards customarily sell them. Live south of the library. Where the fuck is the library? South of library. I could end up showing you spell book for sale. File, save. Here. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, I can. Here's my notes. Like, literally the notes that I've been taking for the game in general. And I know it's a little crazy, but yeah. Welcome to what I've been doing when I play this game. Here, I have to move it slightly. You won't be able to see it all the time, but that's basically them, their notes. So, and the notes go all the way up. So I have... See, I don't need these. That was my party notes, what I should make a party. Someone told me a music with a lyre played with grace equals much refreshed. I don't know what that means, but whatever. Teleporters, all the teleporters I found. I believe this one is Oshkrun. Say temples. So temples are dedicated to gods. Each of the temples have an altar, and on the altars are usually magical words that you want to learn. So as I'm finding them, I'm writing down who the god is, the X and Y location of the temple, and the word that's found on it, because I believe you find other locations with other altars, and you need to know the word to say. And if you do that, then I think you get the god's blessing, something along those lines. Strongholds that I found. I think I found the stronghold for this area, and I didn't write it down. No, I found the teleporter. So the village of Ketrop was just north of Tellermain. That was one of the few things that annoyed you in the first magic candle. Which one? It's the only way to actually get more powerful. Oh, yeah. Was the temples and stuff. Did you not have the skills in the first one? Because skills I know adds a lot, but like your stats are really hard to level up, I do know. Okay, and greet. The king speaks. So you are the famous Dilly orc killer. You must know that I strongly disapproved of my son seeking your aid. The blight is a Solian problem. We can deal with it without your help. However, out of respect for my son, we will allow you and your companions free passage through our lands if you can prove your goodwill and trustworthiness. The royal scepter of Cabello is an item of great value symbolically, historically, and intrinsically. Due to a series of events that I need not narrate in detail, it is in the hands of our goblin allies in Saravu. Where the hell is Saravu? Here. We might as well do this as well. Because I have a copy of it on my desktop, so I will end up showing it to you. Oh my god, come on. Boop. God, that's large. Here is the map itself. I don't want the map to be over, like, alerts and everything, so there. Ew, why are the notes so high up? There. So he said Saravu. Saravu is on the, you can't see with my mouse, but it's, so you see Cabello, that's just on the north part. Just to the southeast, there's Solahub and Saravu there. Saravu's the town right there, so it's right to the south of us. Okay. So, well, that's good to know. The only way to actually get more powerful was to use the temple, since there were no levels. Yeah, for the stats, you need the gods. You did like that you had to no chance for the dungeons, though, although it shouldn't have been all of them. Yeah, I don't even remember that aspect of it. At least Magic Candle 3, I don't fully remember every tiny thing. Like, I did play this pretty religiously, but it's, like I said, I only got to a certain point, and I think I took a lot of time off. And I spent a lot of time just adventuring and enjoying the game for what it was, instead of actually going through with my goals. Which I'm trying not to do as much right now. I need not detail, it is in the hands of our goblin allies in Saravu. If you will sail to Solahub and retrieve the scepter for us, we will repay your service with our cooperation. Now, if you don't have Gars with you, I believe you can't talk to him. And I think the very first time I started playing this game, when I was still learning how it played, Gars had died or something, and I didn't like him anyways, because he kind of forced himself on you, and I kind of said fuck him and never brought him back into my party. And I played a lot of the game on my own, never knowing what to do. And it's because without Gars, you can never talk to him properly, and you can never get that entire cutscene. So there are certain problems with certain aspects of the game, because Gars being in your party shouldn't have to be a thing. He's decently strong it's worth having him around. But yeah. Okay, so we're in the Urkabel inner city area, is from what I understand. Learn the art of research, School of Leadership Training. 4732 is the art of research. No one's there. Just knock on every door. This is the home of Lavinha, Urkabel's wizard. She is a great asset to the city. Okay, so Garz already knows. Hold on. So she's at 6460. So we go here, and instead of this south library, I will sit here and I will say X064, Y060. And I'll find out what spellbook Lavinha's selling. Oh. Lavinha. Voice from within asks, whom do you seek? Lavinha. That's me. Would you like to come in? Yes. Like, oh. The wizard says, well met, adventurer. My name is Lavinha. Bye. I sell these items. Which one? A skull, a spine, a wing bone, a leg bone. Oh, she's selling Sabano and Damaro. Those are 2 spellbooks. I have no idea what to do. Oh, no. These are enchanted bones. These are what you need for magical teleportation. I don't know how to tell where you need to go for what. I probably should go back to the teleporter and check it out. Like, look around and see if there's some scratchings or something on something. So, Damaro has the Energy, See, Disappear, Water Walk, Shield, and Resurrect spell. I really like Damaro, because that energy spell is so fucking useful. Sabano comes with Fear, Confuse, Shatter, which is an attack spell. Glamour increases the target's apparent charm. Locate can be used to avoid conflict or to find it, and Detect marks the location of magical teleporters. Damaro's really good. 1700, she's more expensive than spying it on the other continent. Bye. What about Sabano? 1900, holy fuck. Bones. I sell the enchanted bones of seabirds. They are used in teleporter chambers to travel long distances instantly. Teleportal. 3 skulls will transport you back to Oshkran Island. Oh my god. Oshkran. 3 skulls. Alright. Or a skull and 2 wing bones will bring you here to Cabello. So Cabello. Skull plus 2 wing bones. Okay, how much does it cost? You do get a decent amount of money eventually in this game. Advice. There is much that can be learned at the Urkabel Library. The Urkabel Library is just north of here. It has a book of teleportal combinations. Oh. Shit. I didn't want to research. Because everyone's really low right now. End. Look. Talk Bargora's School of Leadership Training. Let's... Oh, I already put that one down. I have that on my notes. Where the fuck is the library? Is this it? Oh. This looks like a library. Oh my god. So I have it in alphabetical order also, so... Our library is X062, Y037. And then I usually say research teleportal. In case I need to remember. Okay, quit, save, H, there we go, end. And we need Fizz to do it. First of all, talk to him. Well met, adventurer, my name is Narkentness. Talk, advice. Arkentis says, the rewards of research are beyond comparison. I cherish the hours I spend in the library. Oh my god. Research. The skill of research is based on an open mind, a keen eye, and a moistened fingertips. I can recommend the school next door to the library. So I like the fact that you have to go to school to learn how to research, but at the same time, it kind of makes sense. Library. Urkabel is a fine library. I've barely begun to sample its wonders. Still, I dream of the great library of Arcos. Arcos. Now called Necros, since it is inhabited only by the dead. The library and the city were destroyed in the great civil wars that followed the end of the magic spell of unity. What was the magic spell of unity? Other. Unity? No. I don't even know what the other is for anymore because it highlights everything. Unless it's something that you have to, like, say that they don't tell you. So, let's say, talk. Actually, you know what? Teleportal. Other. Teleport. No. End. Great. Talk to him. The librarian says, what is your subject of interest, sir? Teleportal. Ah, an interesting subject indeed. Do you want to research it, sir? Yes. Fizz completes his research and reads from a dusty old volume. It is of some interest that the rare wishbone is used in the teleportal combinations to the more remote locations of the Solian Empire, as well as to some of the most central and important. A spine, a leg bone, and a wishbone, for example, teleport to Segrin Island. Oh my god. This is what this game becomes. This is the old games, and for some reason I've always liked this whole thing. X, question mark. Y, question mark. Don't know it. What was it? In Green Islands. I love how I'm not even in alphabetical order here. What the hell is this? Green Islands. X, question mark, question mark, question mark. Y, question mark, question mark, question mark. A wishbone, for example, teleport. Wait. A spine, a leg bone, and a wishbone. For Segrin. Spine, leg bone, wishbone. And then these are kind of important to know. Follow the wishbone with a leg bone and a skull for the Green Islands. Wishbone, leg bone, skull. You can kind of, honestly, in a game like this, you can sit there and have enough enchanted bones on you, save in front of the teleporter, and just keep trying different combinations until things happen. If you have ever heard of the series Minecraft. Minecraft, not Midcraft. Minecraft, but yeah. Oh no, you did correct it. They only made the one game before they were bought by EA. Yeah. So we're gonna save. You had a dream about this game even though you've never heard of it before. Oh my god. Hi, I'm Mackin. A skull, wing bone, and wishbone send one to Frozen Minalt. This is really good to have gotten. Like, teleporting around makes life easier. Question, why? I will find these eventually. Skull, wing bone, wishbone. And 2 wishbones followed by anything else go to the windswept outsiders. Really? Anything? Outsiders. Question mark, question mark, question mark. 2 wishbones plus anything else. Other wishbone combinations lead to the major Tessurian cities. Wingbone, wishbone, and spine to Volaplan. Oh my god, this dump of info. I mean, it's really good. Wingbone, wishbone, spine. Wingbone, legbone, and wishbone to Tasser. Tasser. No others were made since its rights limbo that made the original Wasteland seem pale in comparison. Well, the original... Who had the original Wasteland? It was by Interplay or something, wasn't it? I have the original Wasteland. I have 2 sets of games that came with very thick volumes because they were collections of really old games, and I know I have the old Wasteland somewhere. But you kind of have to read out of the book for the old Wastelands. You were researching some bones to see if you could learn some magic, and some of those blew up any guys and tried to kill you. What? Oh, you're talking... You're talking about your dream. Oh, my God. Oh, I misspelled Tasser here. Wingbone, legbone, wishbone to Tasser. Wishbone, skull, and wingbone to Arcos. This is a lot. Arcos. X question mark, question mark, question mark. I fill that in as I find it again. That was the wrong. It's supposed to be a slash. There. Wishbone, skull, wingbone. Wow. That was worth the research. Let me save that. That was definitely worth it. I don't know how good it is to upgrade your research. I'm assuming it makes it quicker and easier. Fizz does it pretty quick as it is. Wasteland was done by Fargo, but distributed by EA at the time. I don't think I have an EA... Actually, you know what? I have an RPG collection. I don't know what it was from, but I think Wasteland's in there. Which is neither why he could do a proper Wasteland 2 for 25 years until EA sold him back the full rights when he formed InXile. Yeah, the new Wasteland. I don't know how well that one did. I think I heard it was kind of mixed in reviews, but it was supposed to have been pretty decent, especially for people that liked Wasteland for what it was. I feel like with Urkabel, there's an armorer that's up north. And honestly, X009 and then 33. Here. All right, so right now I believe we're all still stuck with the exception of my chainmail I have here. Talk, sell, leather armor. I'll pay 80 coins. Would you like to sell it? Yes. Do you have a deal? Yes. Okay, talk. Advice. Wear good armor when you drive the invaders out of Qualdior. By the way, you need to whisper a secret word to get in. It's Melshindi. What? What? Where did he get this? Qualdior. Is that a temple or a dungeon or something? I'm so confused on that one. It was great, but you'll be the first to say that the first half of Wasteland 2 was more developed than the second. Yeah, I remember they spent a lot of time on it from what I had heard, but I never really followed its development heavily. I know that they were really big on, we're going to do Wasteland 2. I feel like there's a lot of nostalgia that people want to like live off of, and I feel like sometimes when they try to create something based off of that level of nostalgia, they forget the fact that nostalgia plays such a huge factor in some of those early games, and people liking them. Kind of like this one, The story is a little light from what I remember from Magic Candle 3. And in general, there's a lot of things within the Magic Candle series that I think if it was remade would not hold up as well. Like the whole Children of Light, Children of Darkness thing. It's such a hokey, old school thought process for RPGs. I don't think it necessarily holds up as well. It's sort of like a giggly type of story element, and I feel like it would make a lot more sense to make it a little bit more grounded than that these days. It works for the time period and it works for what it is, but it makes more sense if there's a little bit more of a political involvement between the different nations as they are, and possibly just like a little bit more depth involved in just then we're the good guys, they're the bad guys. And with the ability to put a lot more into games, you could do a lot more with dialogue and stuff. That would be a little bit more interesting. Plus music would help and other things. But I mean, I love the game for what it is. And for what it is, it holds up so very well, especially if you want to play it now. I did not expect to get anything from him, honestly, from just talking to him. So I've always assumed that the order in which these are is the order of their strength. So you have the helmets, but these are like your steel things. My character's wearing chainmail because we took it off the one guy. Helen is not wearing anything. How much is chainmail? 490. Dear God. Ringmail, 290. And actually, what is Kark wearing? Ringmail. That's why he's so good. Bronze plate. I don't think Fizz can wear any. I don't think wizards can wear armor. You could also do an interesting deconstruction of the whole good versus evil thing if you want to keep the Children of Light Darkness. Yes, you could do that as well. There's a lot of things you could end up doing with it. I think the way it's presented to me is funny. Like, I couldn't stop laughing at, like, we're the Children of Light. Let's go kill all the Children of Darkness in this other world. And I'm all like, okay. I'm just like, sure. They're all like, why are these orcs the good guys? Well, they're civilized. Oh. What about the other orcs? They're not civilized. Kill them. I'm all like, okay. I mean, in the context of this fantasy world, I get it. It works. It's funny, though. Especially with, like, with just looking back at it. But anyways, I get the concept. Good guys, bad guys. Like, those that are born of evil, there are evil creatures, blah, blah, blah. And those that are born of good, the quote-unquote children of light. But the fact that they call them children of light is really, really corny, too. But I like the energy system. I like the way the spell system works. I like all of that in general. So what I was originally trying to look at... So, Helen and Silva are both wearing leather armor. Kark is wearing ringmail. So, talk by ringmail 290. And Dilly, talk by ringmail 290. Yes. Will you pay? Yeah. Talk and buy ringmail. Actually, no. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer 0, transfer to Helen, ringmail, camp, Helen, put on ringmail, take off the ringmail, transfer this to Silva. I want to make sure Silva can wear it. Because I don't know... What? Transfer. Silva. Ringmail. Silva. Put. Ringmail. Yes. Okay. So let's talk. Buy ring mail. Would you like to buy it? Yes. How dare you? I love Child of Light. I only played a bit of Child of Light. I actually liked what I played of it. I liked it rhymed a lot in it, didn't it? Will I pay? Yeah. Okay. So 0 transfer to Helen. Ring mail. Helen is not wearing anything, so we're gonna say camp and camp. Helen, put on your ring mail. End. All right, so Helen's going to talk, sell, leather. 75, no. Transferred Dilly, leather armor, Silva. Transfer to Dilly, leather armor, go. Okay. Because I think Dilly gets 80. He'll get an extra 5 coins for each one. Sell, leather armor. Yeah, 80. Yes, we have a deal. Sell, leather armor. Pay 80. Yes. The total comes to 80 coins. Yes. I don't know why it asked me twice. Everyone except for one character rhymed and they kept correcting her. Oh my god, I need to go in and play that at some point. But anyways. Want to leave? Yes. Alright. The reason why I did that is I know for a fact that the enemies in this area can decimate the party quite easily. There are spellcasters that you will encounter that are really, really bad. Well met, adventurer. My name is Boshtumble. Talk. Advice. I hear that other races drink fermented beverages. I don't hold with that. There's nothing better than a fine cup of tea. Okay. Bye. Which is why the tea house is a big thing. Where is the tea house? Notes. Tea house. Urkabel Tea House. X25Y55. It's below us. No, it's above us. Here it is. Hey, there's people here. The captain says, "Avast me, hearties." Correct me if I did not pronounce that in the proper northern way. Oh my god. Talk. Advice. Enjoy your stay in the Solian lands. Travel by sea to avoid the blight. Ship. The Kurgarl has been blessed by the priests of Kasner. She's sturdy and fast and ready for any voyage. Kasner's the god of the orcs. That's that era. No. Kasner. Kasner the Devourer abhors injustice and dishonesty. Perhaps that is why the goblins do not worship him. Goblins. The goblins are likable little folks, good with their hands, but I can't trust folks who change their minds with the seasons. Oh no. North. I'll be glad to sail you back north at any time. My crew and I would like to see the barbarous northern lands. Thanks. Thanks. Great. How are you? The proprietor says, well met, adventurer. My name is Melginkle. Talk. Advice. Relax, have a glass of tea and some friendly conversation. Most of Urkabel stops by my tea house at one time or another. Tea. I'm sorry it's not up to my usual quality. I usually import it from Solahub, but because of the blight, I'm forced to use the homegrown variety. Solahub. Oh no, what? Oh no, what? The blight is even worse on Solahub Island than it is here in Cabello. Oh, that's down south more. The goblins can hardly grow enough tea for their own use, let alone enough to export. Blight. If you're here to do something about the blight, I hope you can do it soon. I hear there are whole cities in Tessuria devastated by it. Great. The orc says, well met, adventurer. My name is Narbangam. Talk. Advice. Can I say that in the past when I used to... Oh, the goblins. Yeah, they're just fickle and change their mind constantly, apparently. Trying to get used to the orc names when I was younger was a pain in the ass. And by younger, I mean, I think when I started playing this, I think I was... I want to say 19 when I got the game. So the game had already been out for a few years at that point. For quite a while, actually. I think it's like 8 years or something. 6? 7. Game was out for 7 years by the time I got it. Which is probably why it was in the cheap section. The Tower of Qualdier has been taken over by our debased relatives from Gertex. You would be doing us a public service to take it back. The Tower of Qualdier. Qualdier. There's a secret magic word to enter Qualdier. It's Melshindi. Apparently everyone knows this word. Are these dungeons? Okay, end. Bye. Where's the fucking guest house? It's in the first area. Beds for travelers is X12Y99. Hold on. Quit, save, H, because we're not falling asleep. Not really secret if everyone knows. I know. 12. We're falling asleep. Oh my god. Like, this is horrible. It's outside. This is why I said, no, don't recall. Quit, restart, H. Because I was wandering around for forever. Alright. Leave. Leave. I don't think there's an inner city. No, there isn't. I could probably redo my notes for that, but it's fine. This is it. I mean, technically it's 13, but... So you talk to someone. The innkeeper says, welcome to my guest house, weary travelers. My rate is 8 coins per day. It's cheap. Rent a room. Checkout is 12 o'clock. If you rent a room at 11 a.m., so when the clock says 11, and you say, I want to rent it for a day, they'll sit there and take your money and say, sure, you have a day. You'll go in the room, you'll rest, and within an hour, once it hits 12, they'll be all like, you're done, get out. And you're all like, what? How many days? 1. Enjoy your stay. So the one thing I want to check on, inventory. So Brennix has no wear and tear. No wear and tear there. Silva, no wear and tear. Kark, no wear and tear. I'm looking at the wear and tear on the battle axe and the ring mail, in case you're wondering. Oh, I guess all the fixing really did something. Fizz has nothing. Usually I give Fizz a bow. I need to give him a bow. But, so you basically go in. You can't go in here unless you end up, paying for it. So you say camp. And what we're going to do is we're going to sit there and say 6. Learn. Fuck it, learn Acid Ball. You're going to need as many of them as possible. Gars. Just sleep. Actually, just sell everyone to sleep, except for Fizz. Now you're going to learn. Learn Acid Ball. Again. See, look how many of these he memorizes. Every time it flashes, it's another one he's memorized. Learn. So he's got 38 now. Holy shit, you learned 10. You learned 10 and... Oh god, it's 2220. Rest Soul. I need Rest Soul. Because I don't know when I use it. That's a lot of balls. I mean, it's his only attack right now. Stop. Sleep. Everyone go to sleep. Begin. So now we need to have him sleep. Everyone's just fucking sleeping the day away. I don't think they use their own food when they're in the guest house. It's time to check out. Fizz is still a little tired. That's what it takes to be a wizard. That's what it takes. Gars, you need to leave. If your characters are blocking it, they just block it. So this is an exit. Quit, save. Alright. Now, getting around over to, again, our map. We're pulling this up. I'm looking at it as well. Sola Hub. fuck. That's a pain in the ass. That's going to take at least a day's worth of ship travel time. Possibly. Okay. Let's actually go this way first. Oh god, the blight's spreading. So you see that over there to the left of us? That's the blight. If you don't do your stuff fast enough, that shit spreads out of control and just covers everything. Which means you have a lot more attacks and things that end up happening. Well, this is worthless. Oh, look at the blight. Quit. Restart. Okay. Let's just go to Sola Hub. Captain Nickelgar says the good ship Kurgarl is available for hire. Will Dilly hire her? Yes. 25 coins a day. How many days? 2. That will be 50 coins. You accept? Yes. Okay. While you are paying, you are passengers, and you can camp and do whatever you want. Is everyone going to sleep? Yes. Except for Fizz. Learn more spells. Holy shit, he knows 30. Here, learn more courage. Here's the problem. Kark, a dwarf, you can't swim with the dwarf, and he is now seasick. Because if you tell him to sleep, he's too seasick to do anything. Kark just sits here throwing up over the side of the ship until he's exhausted. Which means once we land, we need to camp again. Because poor Kark needs to fucking... I'm following the coastline because I don't want to get lost. Poor Kark is just ruined by the ocean. Okay. I'm trying to see where I'm going in relation. So I'm looking for... Okay, I kind of see it. Okay, 6, sleep. Everyone sleep, begin. Oh wait, you know what? Hold on. Inventory. Transfer Thelmus to Silva. Wizards must keep at least 1 book. Damn it. Alright. Oh, I think... So this is Sola Hub. So we want to end camp activities first. End. Am I going to be able to get off this island without proper teleportation equipment? You want to disembark. Your credit is 2 days. You want the ship to wait even longer? No. Quit. To I. Save. I. Oh, wait. Wait. Save G. Sola Hub. There we go. We're gonna have to camp and sleep. Everyone's gonna sleep with the exception of Dilly, who's gonna be watching. Begin. Just until Kark they get more energy. There we go. That's fine. Quit, save, G, Sola Hub. You've been there, Kark. Stay strong. You'll get through this. Kark's just sick. Oh god, what was that? The monsters appear to be hostile. It's a blight wolf. A blight cat. Buddy. Where is Buddy? I don't know where he is. A blight wolf. Draw. Rombo. Get back. I know that if you get near a tree, you can keep yourself from being surrounded. Helen, draw. your Ashbow. Silva, draw your Ashbow. Also, trees will block your line of sight, I remember. Like, you won't be able to attack around them. Gars, draw your Scimitar. Oh. Begin. Attack. 8 damage. Oh, jeez. What is their armor? 10? God, these Ashbows are shit. The body. Wait for the wolves to come to us. So recall Acid Ball magic. They have natural shield, so the blight is that naturally shielding them. It doesn't do a lot of damage. I'm sorry, what happened? Did one of the cats just go invisible? Draw Brennix. Started playing Song of Saya, you thought it was going to be a mix of sad and happy because it's made by Nitro plus the same people who made Steins Gate and Chaos Head. You weren't entirely wrong either, but it's been a disturbing journey. I don't know what any of those are. Helen's archery went up. Critical hit. It's not really a critical hit. That did like no damage. Attack. 28. Wolf is dead. I don't know where this invisible one is. Shit. So the invisible one used a spell called Disappear. I think the moment it attacks, it becomes visible again. You can also learn the spell. No, not Saya. Nitro Plus is also known for making super fucked up stuff. Oh. I don't know anything about any of them. Pass at the moment. I'm sorry. Gars is dead. That fucking black cat. Attack. Blight Wolf's dead. Blight cat is dead. There's another one around here. Oh, I found it. I found it. It's a Blight Wolf. Just pass your turn. Now Carcazil. 2 damage. I'm so glad we have those. Just oh my god, Kark, are you fucking kidding me? Kark is dead. Silva's ill. I'm so glad. Draw your Scimitar. Magic. Recall a spell. Acid Ball. Magic. God damn. Helen's ill. I don't have any more medicine packets. Oh my god. So far, the only disturbing things have been the magic candles seeing people as eldritch abominations. What? Gars is dead. Well, we can bring Gars back. We do have some resurrection spells. They're very expensive to use. Victory. Combat's over. This is your only opportunity to resurrect your dead. Recall. Resurrect. Magic. Not enough energy. Use. Sermon. Magic. Oh my god. Use another sermon. Magic. Would you like to search for valuables? Yes. 8 coins, nothing. 8 coins, nothing. Patch of magical herbs. Oh, Gonshis. Helen. Actually, you know what? Just get everyone to have them. Here, Silva. What are Gonshis again? Let me see. Magical dexterity. Basically haste. Kark. He's too exhausted. So in order to get rid of Kark's exhaustion, let me see. Use... Do you have a sermon? You do. No, it's not in order for everyone. Gars, use... He doesn't even have a sermon. So we go to Fizz, and we'll say recall energy. Cast it on Gars. And that will give him some energy. And then Fizz can use a sermon. And then my main character can use 1 sermon. I don't need Kark to be using... I don't need him to have them as much, but Kark hits hard, so... I do not have the Book of Tomorrow. I need money for that book. Currently, I have 980 coins. I have 980 coins. I have so many Gonshis, though. Dear God. I need tomorrow. I think it takes a while for those to grow back. So this is Saravu. I don't know anything about Saravu. So give me a sec. And I am going to use the bathroom. I'm going to put on some music. I should have had some music in the beginning anyways, in the background. But I'm going to put on some Animal Crossing music because we know how that's going to end up going over. Here you go. You can have that, and I will BRB. I is back. I can actually see some of the ground outside now, which means the snow has melted a bit. Whoa! Melty snow. Here, I'll turn that off now. I need to find some background music to play while we're playing this, honestly. It would help. What is this? Learn metalworking here. Find weapons. Oh my god, it's a weapons store. They're probably, if you go inside at this time of the day, it's always empty. If this is supposed to be goblins, why does it look like it's almost the exact same architecture as the orcs? I'm so confused. Also, I need medicine for the illness that Helen and Silva both have. Like, why I'm not carrying more medicine is beyond me. Solo Hub Guest House. There's a goblin. A goblin. What, goblins can't hire an orc as city planner? No. Orcs are big goblins, confirmed. The keeper says, welcome to my guest house, weary travelers. My rate is 8 coins per day. Would you like to rent a room? Yeah, sure. How many days? 1? I mean, it's a bad time to be renting because we're not going to have much time again, but that's fine. We're only going to have 6 hours. I think at illness, yeah, they can only go up to 49. We'll be kicked out at 12, see? Time to check out. Gars, leave. I do like how if you pick the one of the female leaders, like Luca instead of Lucas, which is Dilly at this point, you do get a different head for longer hair, just to show the difference. And I think when I was originally playing it, I was playing as the Huntress in the back in the day. The Goblin says, well met, adventurer. Talk. News. Have you visited Selny's temple yet? It's next to Saravu City Hall. Avixa is very concerned about the blight. Ooh, Avixa must be here. Saravu is very fortunate to have 2 excellent wizards in residence. 2 wizards. Avixa's very concerned about... Oh, because Avixa's twin is here. Find weapons. You. Buy. You sell. So the battle axe, that's why Kark does so much damage. The battle axe is the strongest of the axes. Oh, there's a bone bow. Wow. Actually, what does our arrows look like? Helen has 24 arrows. Silva has 34. Dilly has 45. Transfer to Silva some arrows. Here, send 10. Because I'm not really using them. Transfer to Helen. Arrows, 10. And it's good to see you again. Bye. See, what I really want to do is upgrade their scimitars to longswords. God damn it, it's 320. And no. And do you want to leave now? Yes. I need medicine. Save. G. Solo Hub. And we desperately need medicine. Lessons in soul reading. Ooh. No response. Why does the city seem so small? Oh, here. Mid-Solian food. Goody. You should have listened. Oh my god, Stretch. Hi, Wishin' How are you? The game is very silent, and in hindsight, I should have found a something to play in the background. Mystic herbs and mushrooms. Oh my god. Oh my god, you old little goblin. Well met, adventurer. My name is Tinseka. Talk. Advice. If you'll take the advice of an old goblin lady, buy plenty of herbs, potions, and mushrooms before the blight spoils them all. Oh boy. Herbs. Use them wisely. I'm a kindly old goblin lady, and I don't want to get involved in any malpractice disputes. I'm sorry. Just buy medicine. 109 coins. Are you fucking kidding me? Yes. Oh my god, that's expensive. How are you supposed to make life better for yourselves? Transfer to Ellen. Medicine. 1. You should have listened. You haven't seen this game in many years? Yeah, that's about right. Don't we have a wage slave? We do. I can tell you. Hold on. Silva. So the reason why we're playing this is I really wanted to show people, because I've been doing a lot of retro games, I really wanted to show people one of the role-playing games I played back in the day just because of the level of depth it has. And I absolutely love this game. And it plays very easily and very well through DOSBox. Also because it's considered abandonware because the license is stuck out there. Because it's stuck out there, it's considered abandonware and you can just pick it up. Have you ever played Empathy Path of Whispers? No. But I'm going to write it down to take a look at it. Because I'm always up for older games to look at. Empathy Path of Whispers. I have, which I was planning to play some more today. Because it's very hard to get a hold of and it's very hard to find, because I do have a copy of Heretic 2. I have been planning on continuing my playthrough of that one. Magic Candle 3, I'm not necessarily going to do an entire playthrough. I'm just doing a relatively decent, like, overview of it, because it deserves a decent overview. Is this in order for everyone? No. Silva, use this. Use your medicine. No. Now you're both just fucking tired. Energy 35 and 35. Everyone else is 91. Did I look into the game The Legacy Realm of Terror? I did, and I have a copy of it now. I need to read the instructions a little bit more so before I can jump into it. Quizzical Quickhand. You have a very similar username to one of our other viewers. Quizzy has almost... Quizzy Calgan. Dilly sees a sign, Gem Cutter. Oh yeah, you know what? Since we had mentioned it, use Mindstone. How are you doing, Raleigh? He's made us 105 gold. So proud of you. Continue working. So anyone who wasn't here in the beginning, we basically picked that guy up from a tavern. We said, oh, so you know carpentry, eh? We stripped him of everything except his clothes. And we set him to work for us. And we gave him a Mind Stone. And we said, here, to keep tabs on you. And he's all like, but my life. Saravu Tea House. Normally, I'd be taking more notes on exactly where we are. But it takes forever for me to take notations on everything within the city. So I'm trying to go through it a little bit more so. And maybe on my own tonight or something, I'll write down where things are in the city. Saravu's Supply Store. My name is Eknib. Talk. Advice. If you want to get into Qualdir, I hear that there's an orc in Urkabel who knows the secret word that you... Oh, you mean Melshindi? The word that every fucking orc seems to know? Like, you know, just... Orc. I can't remember his name. Orc names all sound the same to me. Look here, goblin sir. They do to me too. They do to me too. But he's big and green and ugly, I understand. Name. Orc names have 3 parts. The first is their own, the second is their father's, and the third is their family's. They're all nonsense grunts. Not that I have anything against orcs. He's orcist. He'll sell... So, map flask... Here's the concept of a map flask. If you go into a dungeon where you need to map the place out and you need, like, some help, you end up buying a map flask. Every time you drop a pearl into the map flask, it basically creates a magical image of the map on the flask itself. It's sort of like a large flat object that with a hole at the top. The thing is, you want to drop blue pearls into it at all times, because every blue pearl you drop into it is guaranteed to show you the map, because any other pearl has a chance of being an imperfect pearl. An imperfect pearl not only gets dissolved by the magical map flask, but also dissolves the map flask itself. Shovel. Do we even have a shovel? Picks are for getting into chests. Pick. I sell for 48 coins. How many will you buy? 5? All right. Transfer. Kark. Pick. 5. Because Kark is the one that knows how to get into, is the one that has any lockpicking skill, and he has like very little. Every time you unlock a chest, you will break a pick. Saravu Wizard's Lodge. This is where you send the wizards. You're back. Had to help your mom find containers to put cookies in. Nice. I'm making cookies at some point. Probably starting tonight. I like how Isaac seems to think that making cookies for the holidays is just me sitting in the kitchen while he sits in the back and hopefully eats the results. And I'm all like, you can help me. And he's all like, no. I'm like, excuse you? Because, oh, there's a goblin right here. Hello. Well, Matt, adventurer, what is news? Have you visited Selny's temple yet? It's next to Saravu City Hall. Ooh, hold on. Do I know Selny? No. Selny. I don't remember what Selny is. Okay. News. Evixa is very concerned about the Dark Blight. Saravu is very fortunate to have 2 wizards in oh, that's right. Evixa is somewhere here. We need to go and knock on doors. That's... Who the hell are you? The servant says, well met, adventurer. The mayor's house isn't open to the general public. You really should leave. I'm gonna go upstairs. Hello. Oh, that's Fizzband. That's I mean, Fizzband. It was Rimfish trick. God damn it. How old is this game? It was released in 1992, I want to say. So it's old. Watched someone play Liberated the other day. It's so cool. I'm gonna write it down. I don't know what Liberated is. I have no idea. You should have listened to Angel Who Needs Sanity. Oh. Cookies are required. I agree with that. Your mom makes peanut butter cookies every year. Reminds you of Tibia. See, I've heard of Tibia, and I don't know Tibia. There's a lot of old RPG games that I still have never played. I do have some gold box games that I will end up doing on stream at some point. Oh, here's the temple. So, on the wall, if you do that, you see a whirlwind. You recognize the symbol of Selny, the goddess of disruption. So I'm going to say Selny. You can see my notes. Goddess of disruption. I don't know how much information I need, so I just put this all down. I don't know where it's looking. I don't think I need all the locations on here. Okay, so you go look. It's right here. The word on the Malter is Brundishar. So that's what we need. Brundishar. I don't think we need the locations of all these temples. Because it's going to drive me nuts if I end up putting down the location. So if you try to look at it from here, it'll tell you can't. It says it's a tiny word engraved on it. He considers moving closer to it. Yeah, let's leave. Okay. You find them interesting, but you don't have the energy. They're very complicated most of the time. You love your quest markers. Lazy life. Yeah, I mean, I really like good old RPGs. Do I necessarily have the patience to sit through them all? These days, I have so many other games I'm playing, I don't know. I don't know if I'll end up beating this one entirely, but I do remember loving this game playing it. So how much of it I actually end up playing is unknown. We'll find out. I need to find out where the scepter is right now. The mayor says, well met, my name is Lockheed. Give me the fucking scepter. Bring me the Solar Hub charter and then we can talk. I'm sorry, what? Charter of Solar Hub is our greatest treasure. It established our representative government. It is now in the hands of the orcs of Cabello. How are we at 100 viewers? I looked at it a bit ago. It was 30. So and at first I was all wow, that's pretty low. I should probably switch to another game. I'm screw it. I don't care. I'm showing this one. I'm enjoying it. So the orcs have the charter, the goblins' charter, which is their most sacred relic. The goblins have the orcs' most sacred relic, the scepter, and they're at a stalemate with each other. It is now in the hands of the orcs of Cabello. The Charter Solar Hub is our greatest treasure. It established our representative government. It is now in the hands of the orcs of Cabello. So where is the scepter? Scepter. Oh, you must mean the royal scepter of Cabello. Yes, we're holding it in trust for the orcs until they return our charter to us. Everyone is all in for magic candles. Only now you realize this. Most of the people in RPGs keep blackmailing each other for help. Oh my god. I forgot that this was going on in this one. Can I buy it off you? Where's the fucking... Look, this is a goddamn map. Dilly sees a map. I am willing to serve as a hostage for the return of the Solar Hub Charter. Assign me to wait here in the city hall. Garz says... Oh no. So if we tell Garz to be a hostage and to remain here, it means we'd have to go back to the Orc City to tell them that Garz has been taken as a willing hostage until the scepter is returned, as a sign of good faith. We get the, or not the scepter, the charter. Holy fuck. Trading your Garz for a fancy new charter sounds like a win-win. Assign. Here's what I'm gonna do. Transfer to Garz 1 Mind Stone. And we're gonna say talk and greet Garz, assign, stay. Good luck, Dilly, I'll be seeing you. We need to find a Vixa. So we're going to say save F Garz hostage. Because if I'm going to take someone else with me for the time being, I want a Vixa with me. I have a feeling a Vixa's in a house somewhere, not in the city hall. But I'm checking. Stop being tired. You fucking tomorrow. Nothing. Wait, what is that up there? Look at that. A window. That's a window. Doesn't look like a window, but okay. Trading your cars for fancy charter. Well met, my name is Nissa. Advice. It's sad to say, but many of us in the Solian lands do not respond well to barbarous northerners with bad manners who smell like overfed firmagons. Oh my god. Well then. Gossip is beneath the dignity of any informed citizen of an advanced society. 9 charm is needed. Guess who has 9 charm? Helen. Can you boobily boob your way over to her? Helen boobily says... It's good to... Oh, Nissa says, greetings, Helen. It's good to see you again. Helen boobily smiles. Helen smiles boobily. Gossip. Well, I wouldn't want to say anything bad about anybody, but I might be able to help you deal with Mayor Lotkey and Aranik. I'm sorry. I'm depressed boobily. Lotkey. Lotkey is a good barrier, but I don't think he has any idea what to do about the blight, and he's a typical male. He wants to keep everything to himself. He won't say anything about the royal scepter of Cabello unless you press him. Scepter. I have no idea where the mayor keeps the royal scepter of Cabello. Aranik. I should think of something nice to say about Aranik, but it's not easy. He's petty and inflexible. Frankly, I could do his job much better than he does. Who is Aranik? Aranik's job has many duties, and he doesn't talk about most of them. I do know that he's in charge of hostage policy matters. Hostage. You'll have to ask Aranik about hostages. Ask about hostages. End. Thank you. Helen, use a fucking sermon. Silva, down some fucking sermon. It's like taking an energy drink in the form of a mushroom. This is in order for everyone to know. It's time to breast boobily. It's beautiful. Okay, who are you? Goblin says, Wilma Adventure, my name is Aranik. Advice. Go back home, clean up, get a good job, and settle down. Adventuring through the world is a dream of childhood, not the way a mature adult should behave. Really? Hostage. It would be happily inappropriate for me to discuss such matters with you, Dilly. I trust that you will take no offense. 8 charm is needed. Ready for more boosty breasting? Boosty breasting? Boobily breasting. Helen boobily breasts her way forward to talk to him. Helen, it's good to see you again. She leans in and she asks him about hostages. Solo Hub foreign policy is based on personal relations, not military might. Not sure if there's music in this. There isn't. There's no music in it, and I really wish I had come up with background music. It's also why I'm trying not to just sit here in absolute utter silence the entire time. Foreign policy is based on personal relations, not military might. There is sometimes you'll get little musical tidbits with certain story elements, but that's about it. It really needs a soundtrack of some sort, but it's also an older game when you didn't really have that. Let's see. Based on personal relations, not military might. When we engage in delicate negotiations with another government, we invite one of theirs to live with us. Okay. Thanks. Like a lot of older PC role-playing games from, I don't know how to get out of here, from back in the day, didn't come with soundtracks. Like, it was just silence. And it is a little disconcerting. That's the temple. I need to find a Vixa. And I have a feeling this is probably the library. No. That's the mayor's house. I have a feeling a Vixa's around here somewhere. What is this? Seravu Wizard's Lodge. I might as well do this. Hold on. Seravu Wizard's Lodge. So I was doing this before as X0. I like standing in front of the door. X012, Y018. I might as well. The city's not that big. You can actually, if you don't want to have to take notes like I've done, if you ever play this, you can actually find maps of each town online. You want me to put together a quick playlist for you on break? It would have to match this whole tone. Seravu Supply Store. But if you want to, that's up to you. My darling is sub darlings. If you don't know why Dilzik's talking in chat and Dilzik is talking here, it's because we're made up of, we're two people. I'm Dilly, he's Izik. Izik talks while he's working sometimes during breaks, such as now. where he's not super working, and I will sit here and do the daily streams. But yeah, we're a husband and husband team that loves to play games, and unfortunately we have not played many games together on stream in a while, and we need to change that. Knock. Evixa. No one here by that name. Gee, thanks. Goodbye. Alright, what is this? Saravu Tea House. So, they like tea just like they're so similar to the fucking orcs. It's gonna be one of those. They're so similar to the orcs, and yet they each consider each other uncivilized. They are the gay. Yes. Well met, adventurer. My name is Toka. Advice. Squabbles between goblins and orcs pale before the dire peril of the blight Dilly, but first have a nice glass of tea. Tea's not as good as I'd like to serve. We've had to export all our best tea to Cabello. And thanks. That was completely not useful. Wait, they exported their tea to the Dwarven city? That's funny. Evixa. That's me. We found Evixa's house. So I'll go into Sola Hub here. I try to put a space in here. Evixa. X037. Y069. I wonder if she has a spell book. I'm trying to make sure I'm on the right one. Yes, I would like to come in. Yes. God damn it. Holy crap, she's over the top. Well met, adventurer. My name is Evixa. She boobily says. Why would they export their good tea? I have no idea. Talk. Advice. With all due respect, I don't see anyone here who can match my skill in the arts or my knowledge of the Solian lands. I recommend that I join your party. I have traveled extensively in the Solian lands. These were dangerous lands even before the current troubles erupted. You need me by your side if you want to survive. End. Oh my god. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm better than him. She's like looking at Fizz. Invite. What does she have? Continue. She has an intelligence of 9. Fizz is an intelligence of 8. Holy shit, her bravery, strength, dexterity, and endurance is good. Her loyalty is 5. It's nowhere near as high as Fizz's. Fizz has a loyalty of 11. Her magic is 50. Her researching is 40. Her soul reading is 35. Oh my god. Tailoring. She even knows how to tailor. She could sew for us. She comes with Ishban, which I think is the spell book that learns like Fireball. Soul reading is good. Soul reading's pretty decent. It's definitely helpful. She has 6 pearls. Those are normal pearls, though. Those I don't necessarily like. So, for now, we're going to accept her. 5. Recall. What does she have? 8 fireballs, 3 teleports, 5 heals, 2 weakens. Weakens nice. Jump, freeze, cure. Oh, she has cure. Bargain, sharpen, caravel. Caravel creates a magical ship that we don't have to actually pay. Maybe we should use her to go back to the orcs and then just leave her over there after we've used her spell to summon a ship. It's been nice knowing you. Goodbye. I have a key. Shall we go? No. Who's your sister? Talk. Other. Sister. Other. Twin. I can't help you with that. Twins. Brother? She has a twin. And no one can remember the name. Hey, bye. I don't trade with my companions. Dismiss, bitch. Vixa. Me, would you like to come on it? Oh my god, bye. Not interested in trade. Invite. Accept. Can I go into her stuff? Vixa, transfer to Dilly all of your money. What is loyalty good for? So loyalty, the higher your loyalty, So your character's here, and here again. Bravery determines how likely it is that the character will get will not get scared in combat. If a character gets scared enough in combat, either through a fear spell or through just battle not going necessarily in your favor, their chance of getting scared and running from the battle, it gets higher and higher the lower their bravery is. If the character runs from you in battle, their loyalty determines how likely it is that they are going to come back to you after the battle is over. If their loyalty is too low, after they run, they'll keep on running and they will not return. It's also the same with, I believe, if you assign someone to a task such as working, like we did with Raleigh. The lower his loyalty is, the less likely he is going to stay working. He will eventually give up on working on his own if we don't come back and check on him. Like, you have to keep checking on him, inviting him to the party, and then just leaving him behind. Hey, Vixa, what else do you have? Silk robe, a short sword, 6 pearls, some food, some potions. It's fine, you can keep the rest. Yes. Alright. Look. Gem cutter. Let's go back. We'll go through here. Go up this way. Here, fizz. No, it's this way. Hold on. What is this? Solo Hub Guest House. X048 Y010. It's good to know where that is. Yeah, save. Alright. Let's leave. Oh my god, the blight's spreading. Hey! You're still here! Alright. We're gonna camp, sleep. Everyone's sleeping except for Kark, who's too seasick to do anything. Let's begin. Let's go north. And yes, we'll disembark. Credit is 1 day. Do you want to wait even longer? No. Kark cannot move. Sleep. Everyone's gonna sleep. Except for Helen, who's gonna hunt. And Silva, who's gonna watch. Begin. Go. Sibling? Ooh, sibling might work. I don't know for sure. Okay, end. God damn it. I like how that looks like there's something. Okay, the city's over here. Camp. Sleep. Everyone's gonna sleep. With the exception of Dilly, who's gonna watch. Begin. God damn it. I need a stronghold combat. Oh my god, the monsters appear to be nervous. Okay. So if the monsters are nervous, Helen, talk. Great. Helen hails the Zorlem leader. The Zorlem glowers at the party. The Zorlem says, if we give you 12 coins, will you let us depart? Yes. So basically, we were bandits on the road? Is that what that just said to us? Okay, Evixa. Learn. She can learn teleport. Heal. Oh my god, heal. Again. We need the bookish bun. 6. Learn. Acid ball. 5. Sleep. Begin. Oh, she doesn't have a blanket. Really? Combat. Oh no. Draw your short sword. Get back here. You're a wizard. Oh god. Fizz, recall, acid, ball. Evixa, recall, fireball. Helen, draw your ashbow. Silva, draw your ashbow. So if you try to talk to them and you don't know if they are likely to go against you, there's a chance that you'll fail. And if you fail, the monsters get an instant attack on you. They get a round without you being able to react, I believe. So, yeah. Draw. Brenix. Kark. Draw your battle axe. Dilly, move up and here. And then Dilly's going to talk and rally. The enemy attacks. Oh, oopsie. That was probably not a good idea. Oh, God! No! Oh, fuck. Use a potion. Helen, attack. 12 damage to the Zorlin. We're only doing 6 damage every hit with the Zorlin. It has 16 life left. It's probably going to be protected magically, so... Recall. Fireball, I think, right? I don't even know what Sharpen does. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. Magic, fireball. Ooh, look at her. She's all fiery. Oh, 30 damage with fireball. Holy shit. He's got 20 life left. Magic. Here. Oh, we got one Zorlum dead. Oh, thank God. Fizz hit the Scarab. Fizz has so much, like... Fizz moves so much more than Zorlum healed himself. I'm sorry, excuse you? Stop it. Fucking stop it. Just stop it. I don't trust that Scorpion to not poison me. Here, fireball. And the Scarabs hit hard. So, Fizz, acid ball on him. 30 damage. There we go. God damn it, that was 20 points of damage. I mean, thankfully, chainmail works well. Ish. Okay, I'm gonna do this once just to show you. The Scarab's armor is so strong. The Ashbow does 12 damage with each arrow. The armor on the Scarab is 18. You can't deal damage to the Scarab with a bow. So we're just gonna pass. Because, I mean, there's other stuff we could do, but I'm just gonna pass. There's no point. Victory! Search for valuables. Who's gonna search Dilly? 3 sermons. I'm fine with that. Nothing. 5 coins. 8 coins. Why is there another one? Why is there a fucking another one? Use a sermon. Okay. Cart can't swim. Quit. Save. F. Guards this hostage. End. Let's see what happens if we go and tell them. Hey! Your son's hostage. Can we have the scepter? Thanks. Oh my god, I just saw the time. Will they even be in the throne room? It's possible they won't be. God fucking damn it. Quit. Restart. It's easier than just walking all the way out. So we'll say camp. Sleep. Everyone going to sleep? Yes. With the exception of Dilly, who will watch. And Avixa, who will learn because she cannot get more than 50, so she's going to drop anyways. And we'll have her learn heal. Again, I'm not going to keep her in my party. Like, her spellbook is good, but you can pick up all the spellbooks. Now, the funny thing is, you can potentially buy a new spellbook, give her the new spellbook, take away her spellbook, just let her go. I mean, Fireball's definitely stronger than Acid Ball, but I think Fireball takes more energy to cast anyways. But it also depends upon your magic score. The higher your magic score, the less... The whole idea is the higher your magic score, the less of your personal energy you need to expend when you cast a spell, because you're more adept at pulling the magic out of the air around you. At least that's what the instructions have always said. Here, we're going to watch. Dilly's going to sleep. Avixa is going to sleep. Begin. Begin. Alright. End. Save. F. I don't know if it's the right time to be doing it. We'll try. It might be too soon. I'm looking at the time. I don't know what time they sit down in the throne room. I'm so used to just pressing the button. You can just hold it down. Here, go this way. Hey, your son is a hostage. Thought you wanted to know. Sheath my weapon. We just attack him. Greetings, Dilly. I trust you will not waste my time. Talk. Advice. If you have anything further to say, you may speak to Lord Penpelris. Talk. And greet. I'm assuming that's you. Penpelris says, greetings, Dilly. It's good to see you again. Talk. Advice. Other hostage. What? Other charter. Diplomatic relations between the orcs and the goblins are strained. I can see no solution of the impasse of the Cabello Scepter and the Solo Hub Charter unless a member of our royal family is directly involved. Sorry, what? But he is involved. I hate all of you. I'm so angry. Talk. Advice. End. Offer. I'm so confused. Who the hell am I supposed to talk to about this? Who are you? Neskarget. Advice. The great Prince Garzbondger will be essential in dealing with the goblins, and I heard Borgondner prophecy that the blight would not be quelled without the great prince. Yeah, so one of the reasons Garz is with you is there's a prophecy that said he's supposed to become a great hero, and the prophecy somehow is related to the blight itself, which is why he's doing all of this. Goblins. Greedy little creatures that don't trust anyone, but their town of Saravu is withstanding the blight better than I expected. Borgondner. The High Priest Borgondner is the king's cousin. He seems to run Kasnir's temple well enough, though. Other. Charter. Other. Hostage. Garz. End. Oh my god, I'm so upset. Where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? I have a feeling I did something wrong, like I put Garz in the wrong spot. Like, you had to do a certain something. Alright, quit. Restart. H. Quit. Restart Solar Hub. Fuck. It's while we're still ill. Good timing. Let's go. Let's go. Out of curiosity, let's find out. I'm willing to serve as a hostage for the return of the Solo Charter. Assign me to wait here in the city hall. Talk. Other. Hostage. End. Charter. End. End. Great. Who are you? Aranek. Talk. End. Helen. Talk. To Aranek. Talk. Other. Hostage. End. One. Talk to Gars. And assign him to stay? So that's what I did before, though. Restart F. So this is after Gars has been taken. We use a Mind Stone. Don't use that. Use Mind Stone. He's waiting at the Serafu City Hall. Finishes in 28 days. So in 28 days, he will just leave. Give charter, you jerks. Yeah, seriously. Give the charter, you idiots. I want the fucking charter. Goblins and orcs hate each other for stupid reasons. They're all like, we don't trust each other. I'm like, that's good to know. Why? Helen must sheath their weapon. Fine. Boobily breastily talk to him. Well met, adventurer. My name is Borgondner. Awakens. So if you talk to him, at least says it's awakens. Okay. End. Goodbye. Thanks. You're so full of everything. I have seen what's on the word on the altar. It's in my notes. Hey. Hey. I trust that you will not waste my time and offer. Give me the fucking. It's good to see you again. Talk. Advice. Diplomatic relations have been blah, 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 blah. Advice. Diplomatic relations have been blah, 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 blah. I have no idea what you're talking about, ZT Magnum. Wizards. Lavinha, our wizard, has a spellbook for sale. I understand that wizards customarily sell them. Yes, and it's expensive. I can't afford it. Lavinha's are very expensive. Hostage. Is it Gars Bondger? End. Quit. Save. F. Because we're going to do restart. Sola Hub. Because we're going here. I want to see what his fucking name is. Gars Bondger. Got it. Quit. Restart. F. Gars Bondger. Can't help. Hostage. Charter. Scepter. Ah! I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I think we're about the point where I need to switch games because I'm lost on what to do. Alright. Game is not saved. Quit anyways, yes. Since we have some time, I'm going to show you real quick where Magic Candle 2 was as far as its look. Because I want to just show you the difference visually. Because I tried showing Isaac this game, and he took one look at it, and he says, "Why does it look like cancer for my eyes?" And I was all like, what? But it doesn't. Look at this visuals for the Magic Candle 1. Also, listen to your walking. Also, oh, look who's in my party. It's Raleigh Dubois. Does he have any carpentry? He has carpentry skill. I didn't even notice it was him. See, your characters won't move out of the fucking way. So when you have tight corridors and dungeons, you have to readjust the formats for it. So the visual difference between Magic Candle 2 and Magic Candle 3 is insane. Ask Raleigh if he has the scepter you could stash to use later in Candle 3. Talk. Yes, my friend. A sign. Oh my god. Where was... Okay, so this is Magic Candle 3 notes. In Tellermain, which is the city we're in, the Carpenter is at 6961. Now, it's not exactly this. It's very similar, but it's not exactly the same. Which one is this? But the layout is almost identical. God, this movement here. Is this the Carpenter? Par's fine musical instruments. No. Oh god. Listening to this game move, quit anyways, yes, is just horrible. Horrible.